Folks, good afternoon. It's Dr. Jeff Camarda this Monday, March 30th, just about the end of Q1, and what a quarter it's been. I'm happy to report, for those of you that are wisely not following the financial news, that the market rally continues after a brief respite on Friday. Looks like the U.S. market is going to close up fairly strongly today, which is a really, really good sign. That rally, that strong rally we saw in the middle of last week, was not going to be quickly corrected. And while I'm not convinced that we're at the bottom yet, it certainly is. It's nice to see that things are firming. A couple of things I'd like to talk about. The first is my daughter Alexis, who's holed up in her apartment in an LA tower, sent a very telling South Korean doctor's video. And as you know, South Korea probably has the best record for corona of anywhere in the world. They hadn't spread very far. They contained it well. And the important point is saying, of course, you're crazy not to wear a mask because it contains the particles. If you have coronavirus, most of the transmission is respiratory droplets, or if it comes off on your hand, the droplet, and you touch a surface, then you can pick it up that way. And by wearing the mask, it keeps the infected folks germs inside their mask so they can't get out. And if you're not infected by having a mask, if you encounter such a droplet in the air, then it keeps you from inhaling it. So I think, it's just crazy to think that these N95 masks are not an important disease prevention measure. So I've been wearing mine for a while, and I'm going to probably start wearing two. Second thing is, we've been working on here at Camarda what I'm going to call Wealth University or something like that for a while. And my collected teachings on asset protection and investing and estate planning and trust and insurance and all, and real estate and all this stuff. So these times are very amenable to doing some virtual learning. So we're thinking about kind of rolling this out as a webinar series for clients and their friends. If you like the idea, please let your PWA know or email me. That is something you would take advantage of because it'd be a good bit of work, but I'd be very happy to do it if you want it. Email me, J as in Juliet, at Camarda, CAMARDA.com. Let us know that you like it. Thank you all very much, by the way, for the positive response to the videos. You want to hear these almost daily, and we'll continue and make a habit of that going forward. The next thing is for those of you that are employers, there's some good news on the tax front. And basically, as you probably know, there has been a suspension of applicable employment taxes for the payroll tax deferral period, which basically means we have a holiday on Social Security and Medicare taxes. And that's the beginning now and through the end of the year, So putting all the rules together, payment of employer Social Security taxes computed on payroll paid by check or direct deposit after March 27th, that was last Friday, and through the end of the year can be deferred. Now you're going to have to obviously work a little bit of magic to make sure that your payroll tax don't go on automatically, and deferred doesn't mean forgiven, so you're going to have to make them up later on. This is really a measure to increase cash flow for cash-strapped businesses whose revenues are plummeting, as most are. But if that's something that would be useful to you, talk to your tax preparer, your accountant, or let Doug over at TaxMaster know, and he'd be happy to help you optimize that for your situation. Another thing, I've been talking to one client today, a long-standing client. They said, what do I do, Jeff? Is it marketing? Should I sell now? Should I not sell now? As you know, we've come up with a structured liquidation protocol, which Kim and I have not pulled the trigger on personally, although it's there available for you. But the big thing is, if you're in retirement, near retirement, try to cut back on your spending. Cinch your belt down. Try to avoid having to take precious cash out of your investments, or worse, selling shares in mutual funds or stocks at depressed levels from which you would not recover the losses. Cut back as much as you can. Sharpen your pencil and try to get into hunker down depression mode until we get through this. I'm sure we'll get through it, but I think we'll be happier on the other side if you curtailed your spending now. I also want to let you know that Kim and I are hard at work these past few weeks, and she continues now to work across from me here at our home partners desk on what I'm calling a war footing for Caesar. And obviously some of our stocks, oil stocks, and the Carnival, the cruise lines have just got decimated. Anworth Mortgage, which was sold last week, just really not a good place to be. So we're reformulating our portfolio to look at stocks that we expect to do well in what I'm going to call, for lack of a better term now, the new COVID economy. You know, some companies will probably prosper in this, others won't do so well, like the cruise industries. And I think we're going to just have to take our lumps and reformat. So we are working on that. Those of you that are Caesar investors, please, you can expect some trading as we go through this. And what I'll be looking to do, and obviously we can't promise anything, but trying to get out during these bear market rallies at better prices, maybe hold the cash a little while, and the next down leg, which we expect but can't promise, to put the cash to work at better prices. And finally, for those of you doing estate planning, I know a number of TaxMaster clients or got trusts that are about done. And for those of you that haven't, you might want to think about it. And regardless of where you are in that process, you know, I'm just a little bit concerned about folks going out to Notary Public to get documents executed. And we're looking at ways to be able to get documents executed virtually, you know, online. Florida recently passed a law allowing us, unfortunately, won't be effective through July 1st. We have clients in other states, so that's something that we're working on. And I guess that's pretty much it. That's probably too much. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time, probably tomorrow, Tuesday, the 31st, last day of the quarter. This is Dr. Jeff Camarda saying, be smart, be safe, don't get the disease. That's the most important thing. Stay healthy and try not to watch the financial news too much. It'll drive you nuts. Till tomorrow, bye-bye.